Nice fast. Hey drummers, how's it going? It's Alex once again, bringing some more fun-free drumming ideas. For this week's lesson, we've got a lovely little tom groove aimed at you sort of intermediate level drummers. It's predominantly 16th note, single strokes, played around the kit. We're going to get the left hand venturing over to the hi-hat, where we're going to play slightly open with a bass drum to get some nice little stabs in there. And we're going to chuck in some 32nd notes and some 16th note triplets as well, just for good measure. So, if you like what you saw in the intro and you want to give this one a crack, stick around and I'll break it down. Lesson 300, here we go. Alright, so no faffing about with this one, we'll go straight into the sticking and the voicing at the same time. I'll count it sort of like one beat at a time, like 1 E-ander, then 2 E-ander, 3 E-ander, 4 E-ander, and then we've got a little bit of variation we can play around with on beat 4, whether it's chucking those 16th note triplets in there, or some 32nd notes, or we could just stick to those sort of solid 16th notes, right, left. So if we take a look at beat 1, we've got kick on the floor tom, so right hand and foot, right, left hand to the high tom, right back on the floor tom, and then we're going to hit the hi-hat, hit it with the shoulder of the stick, so just as it gets to the fattest point, and then we're going to open it ever so slightly because it's going to sound quite nice as we get this spap as we hit the snare drum on beat 2. So if I play up to beat 2 is going to be the right hand of the snare, so you got this 1 E and 1 E and Moving on to beat 2, starting with the snare, we've got right on the snare, left on the high tom, right back to the floor tom, and then we're going to do a choked hi-hat where we just sort of open it slightly and hit it with a bass drum. So we got 2 E and So when I get to the out beat 2, my feet are going up ever so slightly. So you're literally just lifting your toes for the up of beat 2. And up. Do better than that. There we go, that's what it should sound like. Moving on to beat 3, we've got 3, another one of these, E and Okay, so 3, E and And then for beat 4, if we're keeping it simple for now, we're just going to go snare with the right, high tom with the left, floor tom with the right, and then bring the left hand down to the floor tom as well. So 4 E and And if we put it all together, we get 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and I will loop it round. My microphone falling down? No, we're all good. All right, so if I just take this idea, we'll pop up to the bird's eye view, and then I'll play this a couple of different speeds, a little bit faster than what I just did there, and hopefully you can see how this is going to start sounding pretty sweet when the tempo increases. So, here we go. Bit quicker. Up to speed. Alright, so if you got that down, that's the core of the groove. All we're going to do now is just play around with beat 4. And what sounds quite nice, if you just sort of play beat 4 as like 4 triplet and triplet, going snare, 5, 4, floor, floor, it just gives a nice little change in feel at the very end of the groove. So if you sort of play like, you know, how we just did it first time round and then chuck the 16th note triplets on the second time round, it will sound a bit like this. We get this. Okay, so those last 6 notes. Another thing you can do, instead of playing 4 triplet and triplet at the end, you could go 4 E and then for the and the play 4 32nd notes. Okay? And chuck a little crash on the end, that sounds quite nice. And again, if we do that sort of like, use it as a response to the first idea, we'll get. And then once you've got those ideas down, you can just sort of mix them up. So what sounds quite nice is to maybe start off with the normal one. Chuck in the 16th note triplets for the second one, chuck in the 32nd notes for the third one, and then back to the 16th note triplets for the fourth one. So you get something like this. And you've got yourself a nice little 4-bar loop. All right, so what I'll do now, if I just take that 4-bar sequence, I'll loop it around a couple of different speeds, and then I think it's time to say goodbye. So here we go. Medium to slow. That's fast. Alright drummers, so there it is. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and share it with any drumming friends or someone you might think would find this vaguely interesting. If you want the sheet music, you can download that at onlinedrummer.com. It's completely for free. Also, while you're over there, you can check out my quick start guide to playing drums if you're fairly new to the whole drumming thing. And if you're slightly more advanced, I've got some ebooks for you to work on some chops and some nice little beats and stuff like that. Also, if you look at the description below, you will find links to my Patreon page. So if you want to come and support my channel and be an absolute legend, that would be amazing. Also down there, you'll find links to Facebook and Twitter if you simply want to come and say hello. So until next time, drummers, take care, keep drumming. Thank you for supporting me for these past 300 videos or lessons, you lucky buggers. And I'll see you next Thursday for some more fun free drumming ideas. All right, I'll see you later. Cheers, bye.